They're your neighbors. They're your friends. They're the parents of some of the friends that, you go to high school with or that you see in the store.
And now, 734 of your neighbors are out of work. General Motors recently announced the layoffs of hundreds of workers in the Flint area.
Some will probably face a layoff, and some will be able to transfer to maybe to some other plants as well. Others will be given the opportunity to retire.
The layoffs include 3 different locations, one of which will be closing for good. The GM Weld Tool Center plant will be shutting down. 343 workers will face job loss. The production of the third shift would cease at the Flint Engine Operations Plant and resume at a GM Korea facility. 104 workers will be affected by these layoffs. 287 workers from the Flint Delphi plant will also have their jobs taken away from them.
I work at the Flint East site. I'm president of UAW Local 651, which represents those people. That was like a punch in the gut.
And the reason why the job losses were such a shock? Because these are the same workers that took wage and benefit cuts in order to avoid bankruptcy for GM. Also, the American taxpayers gave about $50 billion in bailout to General Motors to keep the company afloat. And now some of the jobs are moving to other countries.
They owe the American taxpayer more than just moving something like that, especially given the fact that it doesn't cost as much to make parts there as it does, as it did years ago in some of the other things. There's no economic reason behind it. We're just not sure what's going on there.
And this is just the latest bad news in a long history of job loss in the Flint area. Since the mid-1970s, GM has pulled about 90% of its jobs out of the region.
We're not asking for a gift, and again, they don't owe us anything because this is Flint, Michigan. They owe it to people who are doing their jobs.
Lindsay Gerber, DTV News.